Northeast Political Associate at the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws.
Now, particularly on the East Coast, what are you looking to have happen as far as with laws and the states that are considering laws?
Absolutely. So we see a lot of really heavily populated cities on the Northeast. So we're looking at Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City. We really want to see legalization implemented in an equitable way so that we're having reinvestments in the communities that have really been devastated by the war on drugs. So we see these children, even though blacks and whites are equally likely to smoke marijuana or consume marijuana in a variety of ways, black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for consuming or for public use, things like that. And oftentimes it's children whose first encounter with police is because of marijuana. And that's a problem that's often very much kind of, you see that in future interactions with police. And that's often, the first time that children will interact with police officers because of marijuana, and we want that to stop. And we want, being able to maybe set up like social consumption areas, so people who live in public housing, right, if their medical patients are often not able to use their medicine in a government-owned facility. We want to make sure that there's home grow, so making sure that people who might be kind of taxed out of that market, that they can home grow their own medication or their own marijuana for personal consumption. And we also want to kind of see growth of micro businesses, people who might be in the underground market right now, but who could really benefit from being able to enter the legal marketplace.
Now, for the people who have maybe been in the underground market, for a number of years before legalization, and then once legalization has happened, they find themselves not able to get in. What would you say to those people who are seriously trying to make a strive to make their business legal?
Yeah, absolutely. So we see a number of states really putting in kind of inordinate amounts to enter into a marketplace, whether it's, a $50,000 application fee, putting this money down. Often it's non-refundable. So we want to really kind of see a cooperative movement for these communities. Maybe, raising money amongst the community, utilizing your networks. I mean, people are coming from areas that, again, have been disproportionately harmed economically and socially. So really kind of using networks and using the people that kind of raising that money so that you can kind of have a cooperative business rather than, continuing to do the underground market and then possibly being priced out, because we see a lot of these communities, a lot of these states are implementing low taxes for recreational or adult use or for medical. So just really utilizing the community in a way that makes it a community effort instead of just an individual effort.
Now, particularly on the East Coast, what is the big state that we should watch out for in 2019 and 2020?
Interesting. Keep an eye on New York and New Jersey. Delaware, they should be dropping a bill very, very soon. Connecticut, New Hampshire, we see movement there. So it's really an either or. We have high hopes. But New Jersey, especially through the end of the year, they have the longest legislative session of most states on the East Coast. So they're going to be voting through November. So keeping a close eye on them to see exactly what they do. We know that Governor Murphy is very, very gung-ho about passing adult use legalization in New Jersey. So keeping an eye out for them, especially because their economy is so large. And it really is going to dictate how the rest of the states on the East Coast move forward with adult legalization in the future.
Thank you for speaking with us.